This writer goes down on paper and writes them down in the present tense as though you had already received them. But what I have found is that if you write it down, it records into your brain, and your chances are you'll remember. I earned X number of dollars in 2019. I am a self-made millionaire by January 1, 2025. I weigh X number of pounds. I live in a 5,000 square foot house with a separate bedroom for each one of my children. In other words, write it down as though it were already a fact. You're reporting the fact. Your subconscious mind is marvelous for what it does. It thrives on the goals that you pronounce in the present tense. This is dynamism in your brain, where your brain knows that you're only earning a certain amount of money, but now you're saying, I earn this amount of money. Your brain knows that you're not a millionaire, but now you're saying, I am a millionaire. So, your brain goes to work to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Your brain starts to work 24 hours a day, and it gives you ideas. Because once you're clear about your goal, you start to do all kinds of things that you can do that you hadn't thought of doing, which moves you faster toward the goal and moves the goal toward you. You activate the magnetism, you start to attract into your life people and circumstances that help you achieve the goal. It's the most amazing thing, and it is true, and it has been true for thousands of years. It is a great secret of success. The first great principle of success in life is the principle of purpose and the establishment of a clear central purpose or goal in life. Mr. H. L. Hunt, the great oil billionaire who was a bankrupt cotton farmer in Arkansas at the age of 32 in the middle of the Depression and who, at the age of 56, was earning $3 million a day and, at the age of 76, shortly before he died, was earning $5 million a day, was on a television show. The moderator asked him, Mr. Hunt, you've been so successful in your life. Could you give our viewers some ideas on how they could be more successful too? He said, the only two things necessary for success, he said, the first thing is that you have to decide exactly what it is you want, he said, that's the starting point. Even if people do decide exactly what it is they want, he said the second thing is, you have to determine the price you're going to have to pay to get it and then resolve to pay that. Determine the price you're going to have to pay, establish a clear central purpose for your life, and it is the starting point of all great success. However, we're programmed for failure, and we continually seek the fast, easy way through life. The fast, easy way through life inevitably ends with failure and underachievement. As soon as you determine a goal, something that you really, really want, you override your failure mechanism and begin freeing yourself from the gravitational pull of the E factor. Your brain has the same mechanism that is in the brain of the homing pigeon. When you program a goal into your brain, you immediately set up a type of vibration that goes out from you and radiates out from you, beginning to attract into your life the people, circumstances, and opportunities that enable you to accomplish it. But if you do not have a clear goal or set of goals, and if you do not have plans to work toward those goals, then this mechanism doesn't work at all. It lays dormant within your brain. An average person with average talents and abilities and average education can outstrip the most brilliant genius in our society if that average person has clear, focused goals, and if the genius does not. So, this is critical. That's why you see men and women who start from virtually nothing, and they make wonderful progress in their lives. Almost invariably, you see it starts with a goal. Some people don't set a goal until they're 30, some until they're 40, some until they're 50. Some people never do. But it's important to understand this. Without goals, you are doomed forever to work for people who do. Making decisions and setting goals is hard work. That's why only winners have goals. Losers are lazy. They won't take the time and effort to think through what they really want and then make plans for its accomplishment. Now, what do you want? Have you ever decided exactly what you want? Remember, you can have anything you want if you can clearly define it. But you can't hit a target that you can't see. Where do you want to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Or where do you want to be next year, and the year after, and the year after? What sort of progress do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? What level of health do you want to have? What kind of relationships do you want most of all? How badly do you want them? If you want it badly enough and are willing to pay the price, if you want it badly enough and are willing to pay the price, now, the rules regarding the price of success are simple. There are just two of them. Number one is you always have to pay the full price for success, and number two is you always have to pay in advance. Now, here are some key points on goals, and please remember these. The first key point is that your ability to set goals and to transfer their accomplishment is the master skill of success. Setting goals is hard. Setting goals requires delaying gratification. Setting goals means taking some time aside and sitting down and really thinking through what it is you want in each area of your life. Number two, your goals must be congruent with your basic values. What are your basic values in life? What do you live for? What would you fight for? What would you sacrifice for? What would you die for? What are the most important things to you in life? And are your goals or your daily activities congruent with those values? Sometimes I'd be in a job that I hated, and yet everybody around me thought it was a great job. And the reason for that, as I learned, is that for them and their values, it was the ideal job. But for me, and in many cases for you and your values, it was the wrong job. Number 3, your goals must be in writing. You should describe them in clear, specific, vivid language in every detail, as though you're ordering something to be manufactured for you on the other side of the country. Writing down your goals programs them into the subconscious mind. If you cannot write your goals down clearly and describe them, it means one of two things: either you don't know what they are, or you are not committed to accomplishing them. Sit down and rewrite your major goals. Write them down briefly and write them down as though they were already accomplished. I earn $30,000 a year. I weigh 175 pounds. I am an excellent salesperson, or whatever your goal or objective is. Write it out in the present tense, as though it's already accomplished. And every time you write it down, you reprogram it into the subconscious mind. If you will do that for the next 30 days, you will make more progress in the next 30 days than you made in the last 6 months. You will be astonished. The reason why this works is that every time you write it down, you increase the intensity of the vibration going out of your mind into the world, and this law of attraction will then attract back into your life people and circumstances that will assist you in accomplishing those goals. Fourth point, in goal setting, you must have a major definite purpose, one goal that is more important than any other. You can have many different goals, but you must have one goal which is number one. There is a line in the Bible that says, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways," and what it means is if you try to do two things at once or you have two goals with equal priority, you'll end up doing neither and doing neither of them very well. Whichever goal would have the greatest positive impact on every other area of your life, set that as your major definite purpose. Remember, your major definite purpose must be measurable. You can have a variety of different goals, but your major definite purpose, your number one goal, must be measurable. For instance, you could have a goal to be happy, but that couldn't be your major definite purpose. You could have a goal for weight loss, and that's a measurable goal. You can have a goal for income increase, and that is a measurable goal. So, make sure your goals are measurable. Make sure your goals are challenging and believable and achievable. Make sure that your goals are just slightly beyond anything that you've done before, especially your major definite purpose. But each of your goals should be something beyond anything you've accomplished. Finally, under number 4, you must know why you want to achieve your goal. If there's 1 or 2 reasons for achieving a goal, you'll have a little bit of motivation. If you have 5 or 10 reasons, you'll have more motivation. But if you have 50 reasons for achieving a particular goal, you'll have so much motivation that nothing will be able to stop you. Okay, point number 5. If you don't have a major definite purpose, make it your number one goal to find your major definite purpose. As a matter of fact, 95% of the population has the slightest idea what the central purpose is of their lives. So, if you start off and you don't have a major definite purpose, don't worry about it. It means that you're exactly the same as everybody else. But set it as your major goal to find it and keep persisting, keep thinking, keep reflecting, keep reviewing what it is that could be your major definite purpose. I promise you will find it, and when you find it, it's like your whole life goes into overdrive. Make it the most important single goal of your life to find out what it is that you should be doing. Point number 6, make detailed plans to achieve your goals and break your plans down into monthly, weekly, and daily activities. Always define your goals in terms of the activities you will have to engage in to achieve them. Do something extra every day to move you towards your most important goals. Number 7, remember this: the more you practice setting clear goals, the better you get. When you become an expert at setting goals and making plans, your success is assured. Even if you are a brilliant human being, extremely intelligent, very capable, and talented, without a goal, you will not be able to construct a great life. As I said before, you will have to spend the rest of your life working for people who have clear, specific goals and clear blueprints for those. Now, the psychology of goal setting requires clear, specific goals keenly desired because they give power, purpose, and direction to your life. Thinking about your goals, visualizing them as though they already existed, repeating and reaffirming them to yourself builds the drive, commitment, and momentum that moves you out of the comfort zone. Here's a good goal for you or a good affirmation. If you repeat over and over again, "I am the best. I am the best. I'm the best. I'm the best," and visualize yourself as the very best in your field. When you repeat this over and over again, you set up a field of vibration, and you drive the command down into the subconscious mind. As you know, the subconscious then goes to work to make all of your words and actions and reactions fit a pattern consistent with those intensely desired goals. Once you believe that you are capable of accomplishing that, nothing in the world can stop you. Remember, goal-centered living is a source of energy and enthusiasm. It's not possible to be motivated without goals. When there's something that you want badly enough, you will have the excitement, the motivation, the enthusiasm, and the energy that will drive you toward accomplishing every step you take towards your goal. Gives you a feeling of accomplishment, that winning feeling, that boosts your self-esteem and improves your performance. Each time your self-esteem goes up and you like yourself better, you feel energy and enthusiasm that causes you to try more things, to try other things, to hurl yourself into achieving more of the goals that are possible for you. Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. The more goals you have, the more excited you are about life, the more progress you make. In my estimation, 80 to 90% of the people who are in hospitals and clinics in America are there because they have no sense of meaning and purpose in life. In my estimation, most of the unhappiness in our society comes from people who do not know where they're going. Because they lack that sense of inner worth, that sense of central purpose, they become angry and frustrated, and alienated and hostile, and they take it out in drugs and alcohol and negativity, and so on, and so on. As soon as you begin setting worthwhile goals and working toward them, you feel positive, happy, and in control of your life. We know that we only feel positive about ourselves to the degree to which we feel we are in control of our own lives, and that we feel negative about ourselves to the degree to which we feel we are out of control. The fact that your conscious mind can only hold one thought at a time, positive or negative. And if you think about your goals, you can't think about something negative simultaneously because it's pretty hard to worry when you're busy working towards something that's important to you. Remember, it takes mental effort and self-discipline to keep your mind on your goals. But if you force yourself to think only about what you want for just 21 days, the same period of time that it takes for a chicken to hatch an egg, if you force yourself to think about it for only 21 days, you will lay down a new positive habit pattern that will stay with you throughout the rest of your life. Well, what have we learned? Number 1, and we've beaten this to death, setting clear, specific goals, writing them down, and making step-by-step plans for their accomplishment is essential to your success. This is hard work, which is why losers don't do it. Instead, they drift aimlessly. Confused and unhappy. You must discipline yourself to be intensely goal-oriented if you want to be successful. Success is tons of discipline. Number 2, decisiveness. Deciding exactly what it is you want in life is the starting point of all achievement. The positive habit of decisiveness gives courage, clarity, and force to your personality. Number 3, self-esteem. The key to success and peak performance comes from setting goals consistent with your values. That winning feeling, which comes from making measurable progress toward goals that are important to you. Number 4, your subconscious mind is activated by goals in the form of clear mental pictures and positive affirmations. Visualize your ideal goal, complete in every detail. See it as though it existed already. Speak about your goal to yourself in positive, affirmative language. I earn $30,000 per annum. I can do it. I feel terrific. I am excellent at my work. Say this over and over again. Number 5, read and review your goals and plans every day. Take 30 minutes each day to think and reflect upon your goals, always seeking newer, better, more creative ways of achieving them. In fact, you will find that the 30 minutes that you take at the beginning of each day to think about your goals, to reflect on what you're doing and how you could do it better, to revise your goals to fit in with new information, those 30 minutes will be the most valuable you ever spend. All great achievers, and in almost all the biographies and autobiographies you'll ever read, you'll find that people begin to become great when they start spending time by themselves each day thinking about who they are. Remember, nothing succeeds like success. We all have fears of failure, we're all afraid of risk and loss. But we have to make a habit of confronting those fears of failure and moving forward. That is why successful people are those who make a habit of success. They start from the same background of limitation and underachievement that everybody else starts from, but then they make a habit of succeeding. This is the key. Learn to succeed by succeeding and lay down a habit of success. This can only be accomplished by achieving challenging, worthwhile goals. Remember to write your goals down, organize them in order of priority, select your major definite purpose, make a plan for its accomplishment, define the plan in terms of activities, and get to work right today. Do something extra every day to move you towards your goal, and your success is virtually assured.